Hi, my name is Gaurav, and today I will be presenting my report on the test project. It's a contest which is organized by the test chat community, and they are present on LinkedIn as well as Telegram. So it's a different kind of contest where I need to evaluate a tool. So I would like to firstly thank them that they give this opportunity by which I got my learning as well. I was not aware about this tool, so I have learned this tool. So I have prepared this mind map, which I would be sharing post contest on my site, on my blog. So thanks to the test chat community, test chat community for organizing this. And I have taken the tutorial from Tools QA website, which is very good, and I have completed all their tutorials for test project, for learning about it, for evaluation purpose. So I will not go all of this because the contest is about finding the best feature, and the best feature can vary according to various persons. So I have listed down some unique features which are there in this. So I just created this one. So the name of it is uniqueness. I wrote here. Looks like it got removed. Uniqueness. So these were some unique features that I thought that they were not there in others ones. So I have shortlisted out of them, and then I have got the ones which I feel that that is the best. Okay, so I have listed, like, from a big list. I have shot down a smaller list, and out of that smaller list I found one which I found that to be the best feature. So I'll go through those features, and then I'll demo few of them, and finally the one which I feel that is the best. And just to give a hint, that best feature will come out of the features that I have listed over here, and I'll demo that feature as well, that which according to me is the best feature. So let's start. So the first one is the setup. So for setting up this, it was really simple. Like, I just have to give these three details: my name, username, and password as usual. And there is an agent that gets installed. So for example, if I am coding, I'm writing my test on their portal, that testproject.io, that portal, it's open in my system. Yeah, so it looks like this. So I create a test here, and to run that test you have to install that test project agent in your local system. So why I have shown this here, system variable? So I have installed many softwares in past, like you install Maven, you install Java or Oracle or any software. You have to put the path over here, like, and people face a lot of problem that I have seen even answers on Stack Overflow. So the problem would be like, after doing the setup in command prompt, when you type echo dollar Java home, you will not see this path. The reason is you have to restart the command prompt, and sometimes people restart their system and all. So this is really a simple way that they have given to set up and installing this software. No path you have to set up. And for creating the account also, it's very simple. So that is one of the features I like. And then coming to test, like, how do you test various browsers via jobs? So in this case, like whenever you go for cross browser testing, you might have seen that you have to write a lot of code. Like, in if you run via Maven, you will see that you have to pass some parameters like -d parameters. But in this, it was a tick, right? So I just wrote my test, and I just need to do checkbox. Okay, so I liked it very much. Like, I just have to do this checkbox, whatever this browsers were installed in my system, they were listed over here. I just had to click and just next, and the tests were conducted in all those browsers. And if you remember that earlier we need not to specify gecko driver when we were running uh, scripts in Selenium. But with the introduction of this, people had to learn new syntax like system.set property, and they had to download Gecko driver even for Firefox. For Chrome, earlier we were also downloading, but yeah. So so what my point is, like, changing with, like, whenever a simple change comes, everybody has to learn that and they have to accommodate that. And for learning on testing on these various browsers, you have to download it in your system. So if I want to test these six things, I should have this six executable in my system. But that is not the case with test project. You just install their agent and you are done. You need not to take care of which version is going on, because you might see that in communities with the new version of Gecko driver or Chrome driver, the earlier driver stops working. So you have to download the latest one or search for it. But here in test project, their agent takes care of all these things. So that was a unique thing that I found. Moving on to the next one. Yeah, so how we can schedule things, like that in test automation we don't generally go daily and run our test, we schedule it. So see their UI, that how user friendly it is. Like I can simply select that, okay, on this day my test should run and at this time. And why I showed the below one, there are still some softwares or some tools exist which give the schedule in such a way. It's very difficult for a technical user to understand this six dots, right? So even this represents this information. But you see here how simple it is, and compared to this one, that whenever you have to mention a 033, which could mean that on a particular day, after every third day, in every 30 minutes. So there is a technical, even to read this also you have to learn that syntax. But here it was very simple, that whenever I want that job to be run, and job is nothing but a collection of test cases. So yeah, this is one of the unique feature that I found. Now support. Like, so this tool came recently. I read it's 2018. So sometimes you are worried, like whether you will get the support of it, or you have to google it, you have to find things about it. So I'll just show you here. So if you see, I have talked with the people over there. Like, whenever I faced a little problem, and within 20 minutes or even lesser, I had a lot of conversation. Like, I had so many questions to them and they were very quick to reply. And even once you are done with it, even if you are not online, they will send a mail to you, then, so that whatever questions you were asking, they were resolved. Okay, so I need not to go to Stack Overflow or ask people, go in various groups to ask information. They were very informative. So I really, I was really good to see that they have a very good support system, even though it's an open source tool. But they are supporting it very well. Like, whatever doubt you have, even a smaller one, like which you think that I could have found it out, but they are ready to help you. And that was a really good thing about this tool. Now coming to collaboration, like how you can collaborate with each other. I'll just zoom in. So if you see that there is a share link, like there is no complicated ways, like you have to share a GitHub repository where you fork and all those technical things. I can just create a simple test. I'll share a test with you, which somebody shared on LinkedIn, where they were opening a weather website and that sends you an email. So all that automated stuff they shared with, and with the link, I got that, and I simply imported it, right? So how to do that is, there is a link called as share test. There you can do it simply. So to show you that, like, I can go here, and here also they have a share center, right? So here is a share center. I can invite people and they can see my test, and if I want to share a particular test, so this is the place where you can see all the tests. So here there is a called as share test. So I can share test, I can write the email of that person, or I can simply share it with the link and they can get that. The one which I was talking about with you, that weather one, right? So I'm opening this test as of now. So which I have imported from somebody, like they have shared on online, and I imported from them. So this weather is the one which I didn't wrote, but it was very simple to get it from from the other people. Like here, share center shared with me. If you see here, so it was all originally written by Medin Nasi. So he shared his link on LinkedIn, and I just imported it, and I can use it. So it's very simple to even share things in this. So that is a really nice thing, and it's simple to import and export. Yeah. Now coming to the next feature, it's like, yeah, it was a very good feature. This one, the one this, like you can create manual steps from automation. So this is really nice. Like for example, if I suppose my project manager, I give to them, or a business user, I tell them, they tell me that Gaurav, test this website. So I'll ask them that what is the steps and how to do that. But if they can do that, like they can just navigate and all, the system can create steps for them. Let me do a simple test, and in that I'll just come up to this how you can do that. But it's really good that from the automation steps you can generate the manual steps. You need not to tell anyone. You just do the navigation, click fill buttons and all, like the way a user fills up the form and all. By that you can generate manual test cases. So that is really good. Now coming to the next one, this is one of the best features that they have, is the test step recorder. So I'll show you that how this is. So like since I have listed many feature and I have to list that which is the best, so I would say that my best feature would come maybe on PPT number 13. So this is the third last or fourth last best feature that I saw, that is test recorder. Now how, what the test recorder is if I'll give you a demo, then you will understand it very easily. For example, let me create a new test, and it will ask you which kind of test it is, mobile, web. So let me tell it's a web one, and in which project. So you can create various projects. So I want to do learning test project under this test. So I'll name it as demo test chat, and you can give a description for it. And it will ask me which application. So you can just define a URL. For example, you want to test Gmail. So you can define that will take just a second. And now I will record. So this is their one of the best features that anybody can use. And like you can do the recording and then you can generate the manual test cases. Not manual test cases, just the test cases. So it's opening it. So it will open in Chrome browser. It will just open the URL. Right now, if you see that, now I'll fill this information. So now let me, so the recording is on, you can see here it's paused. So I will fill here Gaurav. So I'm testing whether that this form, can I fill and submit that form automatically. So if you notice on my left hand side, the data is getting automatically filled. Okay, let me select this sports. I can put Delhi. So the state is NCR, and lets me put Gurgaon. So if you see that all the steps that I did was filled by it, and let me click on submit, and I'll click on pause. So the recording is done. And if I want to check whether that submit button exists or not, then what I can do is here, if you see that every element is annotated, and I can go here and I can put a validation, that is this button present. Now it has put it, save step, right? So now I can just even try it out whether till here it is working fine or not. Let me do run until here. So if you see it has failed at one place, let me check, and then simply you can check it out that which place it failed. And let me remove this for now, and let me run until here. Okay, so if you see that it is filling, it has filled up the information and it ran here successfully, all is green. So, and now I'll close it. So this is, and meanwhile it is saving it. So this is one of the best feature where you can give it to people. You can put even validations over here. For example, here I told you like how you can click on that validation features. And when there is a failure, you will see something like this. The title is not equal to tools QA. So this is one of the best feature. Coming on to the next one. So if you want to do some things, like sometimes you need JavaScript validator and some add-ons you need. Okay, so it's very easily available. Like I showed you that how to do validation, and there are actions also you can perform on certain elements. For example, I want to type a random phone number, right? So you need not to write code for it. It's already available. And if you see, it's available right here, right? It's not that like in tools you have to go to their settings, like in Eclipse you go to their particular option and then you install it, then you come back to your program. But here, if you see that they have given the facility over here, when you are writing your test, at that time you can install, right? So you need not to disturb your flow and go somewhere, right? So it's a very good feature. It's a part of step recorder, but it's very good, like for the user. And I'll show you here that some typical things which you search for they already have, like because whenever you are doing Selenium you get lost in things like you have to learn how to read Excel. For that you learn POI. For logging you learn anything else. For image comparison you will search for tools. But all those basic things, which are not, I would say, basic, they are complex. But your automation mind, like your focus is to match actual versus expected. But for that you have to do another learning. So here that part is less. You can focus on the main thing, that is testing that you are doing, that whether things are matching or not. So if you see upload multiple files, so all these things, actions basically, so they have already been taken care by providing those add-ons. You can write your own add-on. It's not that difficult. So there is a tutorial available again on ToolsQA, that how you can write your own add-on. So you need not to repeat that thing. And even you can download the code as well. Like I showed you that. So I'll show you here that how to download the test case, which I show you. So this is manual test option. So you can simply download and it will show you that whatever steps I did at that time. So it will, so I can share that with my team that, okay, this is the thing. So if you see that whatever data I provided, I selected NCR, Gurgaon. So this is the manual steps that has been created by test project, which I was sharing earlier. And I can share this test with anyone. And even you can download the code, like if you want to code yourself, so it will download code. And yeah, you can download in 3 languages: C Sharp, Java, and Python. And they are also working on JavaScript, which is a good news. So moving on to the next feature, this is, I would say, the awesome thing that I would see in any software, that it's self-healing it. So what is the meaning of self-healing? If you see here, when I run the test, there is an option of this hurt kind of thing. So what happens is, suppose by mistake you mistyped the XPath. Like I didn't show you like how to do that XPath thing, but if I, let me open this test, and if you do a little mistake over there, right? For example, in this step, so instead of first name, right? If I do a spelling mistake here by mistake, like I was checking it, maybe suppose I just mistyped it, though it does automatically, but if you want to optimize your XPath and all, and you misspelled something, right? For example, I misspelled this first name and I'll close it. So when I run that, then what it does is, suppose I'm running as of now. So what it asks is like where you want to run. That I showed you that how we can do the multi-browser thing. So let me run it. So what it does is, like if you do some small mistake, it auto heals it. So you can see that how much time it would have saved for you, right? So for example, here I intentionally did some mistake and it has corrected that, right? And this is the feature that's really awesome to see in something, that it can auto correct things. It's not only telling you, hey, you missed a semicolon. It has put that semicolon for you, and it has saved time for you. And you can see that what mistake you did there at that time, right? So you can fix that. So that auto heal feature is really nice thing to have. Okay, so it runs it, and and you will see a message below that that there was a problem found and their AI is fixing it, right? So and now coming to the second last feature before going to the best feature, that I would say that what is the best feature in it. So I was trying to do, so I never did mobile testing before this, and I never automating it is the second thing, but I never did mobile testing because I didn't got any project like that. So I didn't got a chance to do that. So here it's very simple. Just in your phone, switch on the developer options and connect your phone to your system. That's it. And then it will open it similarly, a similar syntax, so you can try with the calculator app. And below you can see that a test project is having a AI feature. So I started with that smart recorder. Smart recorder is good, but in that there is a auto healing, and there is a AI also that it tries to correct things for you. So that will save a lot of time because it tells you that what it tried to fix and what it fixed. So that if you, even if you don't like the fix, you can you can even fix it on your own. So now I have listed various features, and I'll just go through that. What is the uniqueness that I have even noted down here, and I have just put this red, whichever the features I like the most. For example, like there is no complex setup and there is no library worries. You have to do collaboration. We have covered, like there are major browsers, and it provides you multiple element locator, right? So as I showed here, like if I go to this chat, this test chat, for example, so you can change the locators and all. For example, if I go here and this is the locator, right? So I can say if I don't want the XPath, I want CSS selector, it gives me the option of CSS selector, right? So, and it is very cool that it has done it on its own. So the test that I showed you, if I challenge people, that I can challenge that for doing that, filling up those many forms, you have to find all the XPath and then you have to write a code. It will take a lot of time and you need a technical user to do that. They should have the knowledge of it. But with test project, you can do it very easily. So I have written various other things that can you can do, like you can do mobile testing, and these are the language support. And what are is like it works through then the connection between your agent, and it's being done via SSL connection, so it's safe. You can start it easily. There is a Docker feature also, like you can run in Docker. And there is a software development kit that they have provided, their SDK, by which you can write your code as well, not using the step recorder. So these are usual things which I think that other also provide, but I just that they have a powerful smart recorder. So I have just written all the other things that you can do, even validations. Like for example, if I just like here below, it gives the option of even taking the screenshots and also, yeah, but I would have not listed all of them here. So now coming to the features, there are all the 8 locators available. Okay, so all these things are written here, which I can share with you later, and what all kinds of jobs it provides and all. And there are various kinds of reports. I'll just quickly navigate through their base page, like where you can in monitor, you can see that what all things are running and all. Like it will show you live that which all things running, and here you can see that various graphs they provide, and clicking on these dots and all. So yeah, it's simply it's very simple. Like once you open, you will understand that these are the various tests that I run, and under that test various times when I run, and what is the success and failure rate and all. So now coming to that feature which I like the most. So yes, so this is the things which is missing in various softwares that are there in market. They don't keep user at the center. So while evaluating all the test project feature, I found that they have kept the user at the center, that how to make it very simple for the user. Think from the user perspective. Don't try to just implement feature for getting the user. So now I'll start with why I rated all those features. Do you see this? If you go in any software, they'll ask for your company name, where you are staying, like which part of country you are staying in, and they will ask your work email ID, where do you work. So it's simple. They don't ask you all these things, right? So it's a very good thing. They are taking out the complexity of implementing very common things which you definitely need, like cross browser and all. So you need not to download any other softwares. Like we have so many dependency, now you will search for which version is compatible with what and all. So they have removed that, all that thing. So again, they have kept user at the center, how to make the user experience to the best, right? And the reason I use this is it's very simple. Like once I open, I was just I need not to look it very carefully that what's going on and how is it. Again, the support is very good. Like I got the emails also that whatever chat we had, they shared screenshots and they were live. We were talking and I talked with 4 people and they were very supportive and they have given all the answers. And at times I found some bugs also, like so, and some feature request also that is there in my mind map, that I wanted that to see some more features that they have told that. And again, this share center, how simple it is. Like I have never shared my test cases like that. Like I know that the code can be placed in GitHub and all, but that's a little complex for the people who don't know maybe Git and all. But this one is very simple. Like you need not to be technical, so I would recommend anyone who is maybe starting with automation, they can have a look at it and they can firstly simply do these things, and then they can deep dive into each topic, like what is XPath, how those things are working and all. And this test case thing is really nice. Like suppose you have to deliver something very urgently and all, so even the whole team can do. You can ask them to with the help of recorder. Yeah, so that this the idea behind is the step recorder thing. But yeah, producing this, and if you see the little details in it, like it's not doing it for the sake of doing it. Do you see that that how they have even formatted it? You see description, test data, expected, actual, pass, fail, and these are the drop downs. They have the valid drop down details. So they have paid attention to how to make uh, the user very happy. So that's what I would say for this tool, that they have, while defining all these things, they have, you see how simple is for the installation. Like you are doing a step and there you see the install button. So you need not to go explore the online portal, that which is the best add-on and how to install it. And then while installing it, whether you have to restart your software or IDE. So they have removed all that complexity. It's in the front. So it's really helpful. And again, this I'm just loving is this auto heal feature, that it auto heals. So it saves time. Like many times you forget a semicolon and while writing a Java program and Eclipse, so it will give you an error. Then you correct it. Then it will give you maybe sometimes second error. Some of the languages are like that. But if something can auto heal few small things for you, which you can fix anyhow, or it can fix it for you, then it's just awesome. So yeah, mobile testing was very easy even. And this AI feature, like when it's running, it will show you on the screen that you can stop it. Even like if you think that you want to fix it manually, you can fix it. And even you can put the validation and all. So everything is good as of now. So my best feature would be user at the center. So I have just listed in the increasing order, and this one is also the best. But yeah, this one is taking care of all the features that they have. So I think that user at the center is one of the best features. And I'll share this mind map also, like after the contest ends and all. And once uh, I can show you some reports also that that it generates. So that because I have covered major portions of it. So here it, like when you click on a particular the timing, it will tell you that the report. And there are two kinds of report, summary report and full report. So if you click on full report, it has the screenshots and all. Like taking screenshot is very easy. Just click on the step and it will have the screenshot where it failed. So if you see that, where very detailed things are there, right? And even the options like where you have to learn assertions and all that, you need not to do that. So all of that has been done because of, I think they had this in mind, keeping the user at the center and making a user-centric product. And I'll explore more. So thank you everyone for watching. So I hope you like it and will start using it. Thank you.